Today we are going to be continuing Knucklehead by Scieszka. We are on chapter 3. Yesterday we read about who did it and the beginning. I want you to just be thinking about who is in your family. Was there a time when you did something or didn't do something and you were blamed for it? Maybe there was a time that you did something and you got away with it. I'm wondering what those are. Today we're going to read Home Sweet Home and Roommates. So chapter 3, Home Sweet Home. Here are me, Brian, Tom, Jim, and Greg outside our house in Flint, Michigan. It was built right around the time I was born. All the houses on our block were built at the same time, and they all looked pretty much the same. Our house was a little different because it had a big fancy metal S on the front screen door. S for Scieszka. It was great to live in a neighborhood that was still being built because that meant we had plenty of empty lots and construction sites around us. And empty lots and construction sites meant plenty of ditches for foxholes and trenches, dirt clods for bombs, and scrap wood for building forts. We had plenty of kids on our block too. We could always find lots of guys to join in our games of war, cowboys and Indians, and bike demolition derby. The house itself was pretty small, and every year or two Mom would disappear. Then come back with another baby brother wrapped up in a blanket. Because there were 6 of us, we always had a roommate. And it was always the brother next in birth order. Jim and me, Tom and Greg, Brian and Jeff. We didn't really have a choice, and no one ever changed. Jim could be annoying, like when he would take the bottom bunk and kick the mattress above him when I was on top. But I got back by hanging my hand down like an escaped murderer to freak him out as he woke up. When Brian and then Jeff arrived, Jim and I moved down to a new bedroom in the basement. We thought it was the coolest place in the whole house. We were by ourselves and closer to the kitchen than anyone else. It was also so cold that we had an electric space heater to use sometimes in the winter. The twisty metal coils on the heater had a great orange glow when they got hot, just like the fires we would build with Dad out at the lake. I guess that's what made me and Jim think we could put out the heater the same way we put out the fires at the lake, by peeing on it. Ew. But when the 2 yellow streams hit the hot orange coil, things didn't work out so well. Something hissed, something popped, and the basement was filled with the most awful smell of fried urine. Ugh, I can't even imagine what that smelled like. Jim and I unplugged the heater. We opened the windows even though it was freezing, and whenever our mom asked about our heater, we said we didn't really need it anymore. That's their house. I wonder if there's something that you've done with a sibling or a friend that maybe you thought, ooh, that wasn't such a good idea. Chapter 4 is called Roommates. Jim was a pretty good roommate because he was neat and not too much of a pain in the neck like the little brothers. But man, Jim could talk. I think Jim knew from the time he was 4 that he was going to be a lawyer. He was always trying to win an argument or make a case why you should agree with him. Jim would talk and then talk some more. His best pitch ever was the time he tried to sell me my own shirt. I was looking for a clean shirt to wear. Most of my clothes were in a pile on the floor of my closet. I was digging through the pile, sniffing for one that was not too smelly. Ugh. Jim pulled a clean, folded, short-sleeved shirt out of his dresser drawer. I really should save this shirt, John, but because you need it, I'm going to give you a deal, said Jim. I found a shirt with a couple of grass stains on the elbows. What's that? I said. This is an excellent shirt, a clean shirt, a lightweight shirt, a short-sleeved shirt, said Jim, but because you need it, I'm going to give it to you for a bargain price. I held up a pretty good-looking dark blue shirt. It smelled like the 2-week-old sock still hanging on it. Look at this shirt. It's a great shirt, probably the best shirt, said Jim, and I'm going to let you have it while I wear my old same shirt for only 50 cents. I looked at the shirt. It was a great shirt. It's perfectly clean, said Jim. He was right. It was perfectly clean. I checked my pockets. I've only got 25 cents, I said. Jim put the shirt back in his drawer. I'm afraid I can't go any lower than 40 cents. It's my only clean shirt. I'm going to need it soon. I was going to do you a favor, but I can see it's not going to work out. I tried on a brown shirt. It smelled even worse than the green shirt. Maybe I can get 25 cents off Tom, I said. Let me see the shirt. Jim handed it over. I tried it on. It fit perfectly. It was clean. It was so familiar. Hey, I said, this is my shirt. It was in my drawer, said Jim. You owe me 50 cents. I do not. You do too. Do not. Take it off. Make me. Our legal debate quickly turned into a wrestling match. Jim jumped on me. I got him in a chokehold. We rolled around on our bedroom floor. So I think it was really me who made Jim a better, stronger lawyer.